Hello from India. This is Anand. I'm the CEO and product owner here at Amoeboids. And today I'm going to talk about a really nice feature that we developed for the product manager community that is using our app roadmap portal for Jira Service Management. To give you a little bit of background, the app, which I've already shared on my screen, is listed on the Atlassian marketplace and it works on top of your existing Jira Service Management software, right? So all it does is it allows you to extend the existing Jira Service Management capabilities so that you can create a public facing or a customer facing roadmap, which you can then utilize to collect feedback, votes, and comments, right? To give you an example, I've got this public portal. Obviously, you can turn on and turn off the public nature of this portal. You can make it private, and there are a bunch of configurations surrounding that. But primarily, the idea is you would be able to showcase your roadmap to your stakeholders that are outside of your Jira instance, and you'll also be able to get their votes, their comments on this roadmap. Now, this is the roadmap that is built using the roadmap portal for Jira Service Management, and it is created for a different app that we have on the Atlassian marketplace called as Automated Release Notes for Jira. Right? Now, let me go to our configurations page and quickly show you a couple of things here. First of all, what I've done is I've navigated to a service project. Since this app works only within the JSM projects, that is on the JSM portal, you can only utilize its configurations, its features within a service project. So that's what I've done. I've navigated to a service project and then to the roadmap portal link that's available from the left navigation. First and foremost, you'll notice there are a bunch of boards listed, but you may have observed this already. All the links that are listed in here, except the last one, are following a certain pattern. And the pattern is the link starts with amoeboids.roadmapper.app/appraise people. Then you've got appraise easy, then you've got embedded, then you've got auto release notes. So the first part, this one that I'm highlighting right now, is common across all of the roadmaps that I'm creating using this app. Out of this, the Amoeboids part, that is directly pulled out from your Jira instance. So our Jira instance, this one in particular, is located at amoeboids.atlassian.net. So our roadmap URL automatically becomes amoeboids.roadmapper.app. Now, what you add in front of it, this appraise people, this appraise EG, this appraise ES, that is completely customizable. You'll notice the last one, though, has a completely different pattern. In fact, this one says feedback.amoeboids.com/roadmap. Right. So that is the feature that we are going to talk about today. All this feature does is it allows you to, put your brand front and center in front of your customers. I've taken out the roadmapper.app domain and I've included, or rather I've hosted the roadmap on the amoeboids.com subdomain, right? So that is how your customers will know. For example, in our case, our customers will know that this roadmap portal is a product developed by the Amoeboids team. Now, let us first understand how do you end up with these configurations. On any one of these boards, you'll also see the status of the custom domain. There is active, there is inactive, and then there is disabled. Let's first understand how it will appear when it is in the disabled state and how can you go ahead and make the changes to activate the custom domain. first things first, you'll have to click on this actions menu and navigate to the advanced setting. As soon as you do that, the first thing that is in front of you is the custom domain accordion. Just click on the arrow and it will expand to show up the relevant information. You can obviously read more about the setup if you have any questions by clicking on this Know More link. But to put it briefly, you turn on the custom domain functionality by clicking on this toggle. Then you say, I have added a CNAME record with my domain registrar. However, before you do this, make sure that you're pointing your DNS to cname.roadmapper.app in your DNS settings. If you're not aware how that is managed, reach out to your infrastructure team and they should be able to help out. All right, once you have checked this box that says I have added the CNAME record with my domain registrar and your infrastructure manager has already done this change, move on to the next step. And this is where you will configure the domain or subdomain where your roadmap is supposed to be displayed. So what I've done is I've said feedback.amoeboids.com. This one remains as it is embedded. And this is coming from the basic settings that we already have in place. I'll click on add. As soon as I do that, you'll notice a new entry appears in the table below. You'll notice the status is active. The next action, you don't have to do anything apart from requesting the SSL. If you wanted to change anything, just delete the custom domain that it's inserted here and start from the beginning, the first step. Or if everything looks in place, just click on request SSL. Now, once this turns to requested, click on save, and as the message notes, as soon as you click on save, a request will be sent to us and it will be served in the next 2-3 days. So let me click on save here. And you'll notice the settings were saved successfully. Let me do one thing. Let me now go back to the boards and you'll notice it's still in disabled status. But in the backend, we have received your request, we'll work on it, we'll make the necessary changes. And as soon as that happens, your status will change into active. Once it is activated, this is how the settings will look like. So I've navigated to a different board that has this setting already activated, and you'll notice it says feedback.amoeboids.com/roadmap portal. SSL status is added, status is active, and no further actions are needed. Now, going back to my earlier topic, here you'll notice this is getting accessed from the default URL, amoeboids.roadmapper.app. But the roadmap portal one, which is already activated on our custom domain, it is getting accessed via feedback.amoeboids.com/roadmap. So you can utilize this functionality to put your brand in front of your audience. Obviously, the existing roadmap portal functionality already allows you to put up your logo, to change the entire look and feel of this roadmap so that the entire asset merges with your brand definition and brand assets. I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much for your time.